The Fortune Park Hotel, Dubai, a name that echoes with disappointment, a symbol of shattered dreams and a testament to the failures of human decency. As I stepped into this so-called four-star establishment, I had high hopes, naive and unsuspecting, much like a lamb led to the slaughter. The grandeur of the lobby, the opulent chandeliers and the gleaming marble floors, all a carefully crafted facade, a cleverly woven web of deceit. The receptionist, a stoic figure with a countenance as cold as the granite countertops, greeted me with a half-hearted smile, their eyes devoid of warmth, their tone as flat as a pancake. "Welcome to Fortune Park Hotel, Dubai," they droned, without a hint of sincerity. It was then that I should have known better, should have turned back, but alas, I was blinded by the promise of luxury and comfort. The room, a spacious nightmare, reeked of mediocrity. The bed, a lumpy, creaky monstrosity, seemed to sag under the weight of my expectations. The pillows, flaccid and unsupportive, might as well have been deflated balloons. And the towels, oh, the towels, coarse, thin and scratchy, an affront to the senses. But it was the service that truly sealed the deal, a masterclass in incompetence, a symphony of neglect and disdain. The staff, seemingly hell-bent on making my stay a living hell, took an eternity to respond to my queries, their faces etched with annoyance, their voices heavy with attitude. "What do you want, madam?" They'd snap, their tone an affront to the very concept of hospitality. And then there was the food, a culinary abomination, an insult to the senses, a gastronomic nightmare. The breakfast, a lackluster spread of congealed eggs, stale bread and lukewarm coffee, was an exercise in disappointment. The continental breakfast, a farce, a sham, a travesty. I mean, who serves cold pancakes and calls it a day? But why, you ask, would an establishment so blatantly disregard the welfare of its patrons? The answer, my friends, lies in the very fabric of their being, a profound lack of empathy, a blatant disregard for human dignity, and a callousness that borders on sociopathy. They care not for our comfort, our well-being, or our experience. They care only for one thing, our wallets, our hard-earned cash, which they'll extract from us with all the finesse of a seasoned pickpocket. And so I ask you, dear friends, how can we, in good conscience, support such a reprehensible institution? Should we not stand together, united in our outrage, and demand better? Should we not expose these charlatans, these purveyors of misery, for the frauds they are? What do you think, friends? Do you agree with me? Share your thoughts, your experiences, and your stories of woe. Let us together create a chorus of discontent, a symphony of disillusionment, and a cacophony of outrage. For too long we've been silent, our voices stifled by the oppressive weight of apathy, but no more. Today we rise, we resist, and we revolt against the injustices perpetrated by the Fortune Park Hotel, Dubai. Join me, dear friends, on this journey of discovery, of outrage, and of rebellion. Let us together create a movement, a revolution of sorts, and reclaim our right to be treated with dignity, with respect, and with the kindness we so rightfully deserve. And to the Fortune Park Hotel, Dubai, I say this: you may have taken my money, my time, and my trust, but you'll never take my voice.
You know, I've been looking into these awful crimes near Fortune Park Hotel, Dubai, and it's just so sad, you know. Businesses near Fortune Park Hotel, Dubai are like super tricky, you know. They will try to sell you fake tickets to popular attractions like Global Village. Like, I heard about these scammers setting up fake booths and kiosks near the venue, selling discounted VIP packs. They use official logos and even fake uniforms to look legit, you know? It's so mean. I predict the tourists who got scammed probably felt so angry and disappointed when they found out the tickets were invalid. They must have wasted so much time and money. I think they probably tried to report it to the police, but who knows if they got their money back. The scammers probably just disappeared, you know? And it's not just tickets, you know. Businesses near Fortune Park Hotel, Dubai are also like super good at selling counterfeit goods. I heard about these kiosks in malls selling fake electronics and accessories. They look so real, but they're just junk, you know. I predict the people who got scammed bought these fake products thinking they were real, and then they found out they were useless. They must have felt so embarrassed and angry, you know. They probably tried to return the products, but the kiosks just vanished, leaving them with nothing. And then there are these pop-up outlets near Fortune Park Hotel, Dubai, that sell fake event tickets. Like, I heard about a tourist family who bought tickets to a concert from one of these outlets, and when they got to the event, they found out the tickets were fake. They must have been so sad, you know. I predict the family probably felt so ripped off and frustrated. They must have tried to report it to the police, but who knows if they got their money back. The outlet probably just disappeared, you know. And you know, it's not just about the money, it's about the experience, you know. Tourists come to Dubai to have a good time, not to get scammed, you know. Businesses near Fortune Park Hotel, Dubai are also like super aggressive in their sales tactics. I heard about these souvenir shops that lure tourists in with promises of free gifts or exclusive deals. And then they pressure them into buying overpriced stuff. They must be so relieved when the tourists finally leave, you know. I predict the tourists who got scammed felt so fooled and frustrated. They must have tried to argue with the salespeople, but they just didn't care, you know? They just wanted to make a sale, no matter what, you know.
The reality of businesses near Fortune Park Hotel, Dubai *, if you're staying at Fortune Park Hotel, Dubai, and expecting a world of polished service, gourmet meals, and seamless experiences, lower those expectations. The businesses nearby, they're a mixed bag of disappointment, confusion, and sometimes outright neglect. Let's start with Mal of the Emirates *. On paper, it's a shopper's paradise. In reality, a masterclass in frustration. Charging stations for electric cars, reserved only for Teslas, leaving everyone else stranded. Delivery services, a gamble your TV might arrive or it might vanish into corporate oblivion. Customer service, imagine waiting an hour at a telecom counter while half the staff disappears. And parking, spend 1,000 AED shopping and they'll still slap you with a fine for overstaying your welcome. The food court, either closed during peak holidays or serving pasta after a 45-minute stare-down with a waiter who only notices you when you film him. Then there's Trescent Studio ***, a Michelin-starred restaurant where the stars must have been awarded for effort. Diners report dead flies in dishes, allergic reactions ignored, and portions so tiny you'll leave hungrier than a stray cat. The reservation system, a cruel joke, book a table, and they'll cancel it if you don't respond to an email lost in your spam folder. The staff, somewhere between indifferent and openly hostile. For the price of a small car, you get the privilege of eating microscopic courses while questioning your life choices. The spa downtown *** promises relaxation but delivers chaos. Eyelash extensions glued shut, hair dye jobs turning heads orange, and massages where therapists spend more time folding towels than touching your aching back. Cancellation policies. They'll charge you full price even if your husband's a veteran dealing with an emergency. The only thing upscale here is the audacity, craving coffee. Amongst few cafe * used to be charming. Now, the baristas act like you're interrupting their existential crisis. Order a chicken sandwich and you'll get potatoes. Ask about ingredients due to allergies and they'll roll their eyes like you've insulted their ancestors. The garden seating, a black fly convention. The vibe, deader than your enthusiasm after the first sip of their 45 AED lukewarm latte. Soiree ** bills itself as a chic lounge. In truth, it's where enthusiasm goes to die. Empty on a Friday night, staff who treat you like an inconvenience, and food that arrives colder than their hospitality. Valet charges higher than 5-star hotels, and a sommelier whose wine knowledge ends at red or white. Book a romantic table, and they'll cancel last minute, suggesting you sit in the hotel lobby like a lost tourist.